A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCarthy going to put it up right away. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Vikings at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down and 4. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. To the sideline and incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing again, McCarthy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This is 2nd and 8. Throwing is McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shifts past him at the 45. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback,
nowhere to go here? He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us
Too humble. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw McCarthy. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. 3rd and 9 here.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
To the air with McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter route.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd down and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. 3rd down and 6. They're going to look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Slot man moves right. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll look to throw again. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. This is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. That is caught. Yeah, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. He's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. From the 35, here's second down and 3. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. McCarthy going to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. Try to lay one up deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-to-interception ratio is what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? but he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half. This will be a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Chiefs.
Now here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He has his target. It's Addison. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Brings up second and 20 at the 18-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
2nd and 14. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On play action, McCarthy. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone's...
Now a 2nd and 10. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Looking to throw McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Completes this to Addison out left. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Things started a little slow for him as a runner, but he has really found a different gear here in this 2nd half. He's been more aggressive, challenging the defense when he sees an opportunity, and now he has a 100-yard game to show for it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the 1st.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. Charles, for